Good morning, everybody. So, as if we needed proof or more proof that the Joe Biden administration should never be trusted, here's an article from Fox News. Mockery erupts after Jean-Pierre claims Biden is the best communicator in the White House. Explains a lot. Well, and now you have Kirby saying that these balloons weren't Chinese. The People's China Republic, or whatever the hell he called them, wasn't the CCP. I wonder why he would have that kind of a soft glove approach. Well, we'll cover that in a minute. First, a word from our sponsor. Today's video sponsor is Augusta Precious Metals. Is the Biden economy hurting your 401k or IRA? Well, help us on the way. Request the free gold IRA guide that persuaded Mark Levin to diversify his retirement with gold and precious metals. According to Mark, they won't just sell you, they'll educate you so you can make your own decision. Many of my supporters love Augusta Precious Metals, and you will too. Get yourself the free gold IRA guide at covfefe.click/IRA. covfefe.click/IRA. So, according to Kirby, the People's Republic of China, they're not their balloons. Now, more than likely they are, but see, here's the problem we're in today. Now, granted, I tease about not being able to trust the Joe Biden administration. Of course we can't trust the Joe Biden administration. There's obviously enough proof out there that the Joe Biden regime is owned by China, like it or not. Trust me, I don't like it. I don't like Joe Biden, but I don't want a president that's compromised by one of the largest foreign adversaries we have. But here's the thing: if you can't even believe them on a minor statement, yes, I'm aware all administrations tell little white lies and da da da. Okay, but Joe Biden is a good communicator is just a kick in the teeth to any American that has any type of common sense, right? You would think, especially in the times we're in and facing some of the things that we're facing, a little bit of honesty, just a sprinkle, right, could go a long way here. We have these UFOs, we have these Chinese balloons, we have all these train derailments, which, by the way, last I checked, FEMA wasn't even contacted, which is really strange with that. First there was only, a few chemicals, and then there was all these other things. And then yesterday and the day before, I believe, there were two separate incidences with trucks that flipped over with hazardous chemicals. I know the one yesterday, I think it was Arizona. They had to get the hazmat guys out there. And when you have stuff like this, and you really need to be able to rely on getting some truth from your government, we can't rely that any of it's true. And then you had yesterday where it came out where James Biden is more involved in all this corruption than we knew before. Now, we knew he was involved, if you remember correctly, on top of all the other crazy nonsense things we've heard about James Biden. He kind of did like a Hunter Biden, only in Iraq. After we were done blowing Iraq to smithereens, James Biden, who's never built jack shit, becomes one of the largest contractors rebuilding in Iraq. Kind of funny, because when you look at Haiti, when we saved Haiti, the Clinton Foundation raised all that record amount of money. Hillary Clinton's brother got a diamond mine. So, obviously we knew that we couldn't trust these people, but the propaganda is so bad now that, you're going to come out and try to say Joe Biden is a great communicator. That's almost as good as John Fetterman being a fashion icon, which they also tried pulling that, right? Do we ever get the truth out of this administration? And, I have to say no. I don't see it. And that's that's a dangerous place. I know that you could say, well, historically, it's always kind of been like that. If I voted for a Democrat and then the Republicans in there, the Democrats don't, trust the Republican, and when it's the other way around, the Republicans don't trust. But this is like, you know, we're not even being remotely honest. That would be like saying that Trump gave eloquent speeches. I like the guy. I'm a Trump guy. Let's not get it twisted. And his speeches are good for what they are, right? It's the message that's always good. The delivery, although it's captivating and although it brings in a crowd, it would be disingenuous to say it was eloquent, right? There's nothing smooth. Obama gave eloquent speeches. They meant nothing, and they were all filled with lies. If you want to compare to Trump, Trump was brutally honest, right to the point in most cases. It's just the language wasn't so beautiful. But if I sat here and said, oh, yeah, he was the best speech giver I've ever heard, I mean, would you really want to believe me anymore? Right? We're in this situation here. So first, it wasn't Hunter Biden's laptop until it was. And then the information on there was nothing wrong with it until there was. And then there's not 10% for the big guy, except for there was. He doesn't have dementia, except for he does. I mean, could he shake the hand of the invisible man anymore before we say, holy shit, there's something majorly wrong with this guy? But no. And the media doesn't call it out. The Democrats don't call it out. You could have a little more faith in the media. And I guess that's really the thing that's the most troubling. And once again, not a surprise. People like me didn't decide to start doing videos like this because we had an honest and fair media that we could trust. A lot of people seem to think that it's like, well, no big deal, but it is a big deal. Because how do you ever hold any administration accountable when the media is an arm of a political, a particular political party? And trust me, it wouldn't go any better if the media was all tilted to the right. We need fairness in media. Even if we get our guy back, we need people who are willing to tell the truth and to let you know where things stand. I am definitely 100% a solid Trump voter. I always have been, always will be. However, when he does things that I don't like, and it happens, I do vocalize it. And the intent there is usually that, well, if we push back and we let him know, hey, we don't like this policy, idea, plan, or whatever the hell it is he's pushing at the time, then hopefully he'll see that and say, okay, I'm going to back off. Maybe it's not a good idea, right? You can't remain silent, but you need a media that's going to be able to push back. I mean, honestly, there's a bunch of stuff coming in about all the events that I had listed before, between the Chinese balloon, the documents, and all this, these UFOs. And now you've got China moving around nuclear vessels in the Baltic Sea. Hasn't happened in 30 years. Times like this, we really need to be able to rely on information coming out. We just can't, and it's sad. I hope to see that change. But that's all I have to say here. If you would, do me a favor, like and share this video. Very important. Like and share the video. It helps with the algorithms. It helps boost the post. And subscribe. This way, when I put out new videos. I like to try to keep them short to give, people short segments to listen to. This way you can pick and choose what content you want to listen to, what you're interested in and what you're not. But it helps if you like and share it. People aren't shy about downvoting it when they don't, and that hurts. So it hurts visibility, not my feelings. I could give a rat's ass what people think, to be honest with you. And check out our sponsor. Mark Levin himself is a huge believer in Augusta Precious Metals. Get your free gold IRA guide at kofefi.click/IRA, kofefi.click/IRA. With the way that things are going and with all the lies and propaganda and nonsense we're being told, I would not I have not left cash into the stock market or anything involved in the stock market. If that tanks, there goes your money. And I know I bring this up a lot, but Lebanon, 90% devalued currency. If we were to wake up, and it's very possible something like that could happen here, I hope it never does, but it could. And if it does, I'd want my money protected by precious metals and something that's going to hold the value. Don't let your hard work go to waste. Covfefe.click/IRA. Until next time.